Shalom, Israel. It's your boy New Breed coming through with another live stream. And right now I'm at my place of employment. Hopefully the lighting is good enough. Anyway, in this particular video, I wanted to talk about how single women are the biggest targets for community harassment. That's right, single women are the biggest targets for community harassment. If you're joining this live stream, make sure you hit the thumbs up. As you can see, I go live and direct on a regular basis. No pre-recorded, no nothing. Straight from the gut, straight from the heart of what's going on in this current culture we living in. Hey, what's good with y'all? Make sure y'all hit them thumbs up because this video right here is going to really promote awareness. It's going to really promote awareness. We got to know what the beast is up to, because we fighting them. We going back and forth with them. And we going to win. Single women are the biggest targets for community harassment or gang stalking. Now, for those who are not familiar with the terms that I'm using when I say community harassment, I'm speaking about organized mobbing. I'm talking about when a collective group of people come together under one accord in order to spy on an individual, harass that person. They utilize a series of techniques to make that person seem to be mentally disturbed or psychologically distorted. And this is done on a vast level. It's actually getting worse and worse as society continues to move forward. And we got to talk about it because there's levels to it, y'all. It's definitely levels to this community harassment. It could be done at the workplace. It could be done in communities. There's definitely levels to it when it comes to organized mobbing. Greetings, family. I'm glad y'all catching this. And I see a lot of women in the live chat. Hopefully you are edified by this live, what we're about to get into. Because there's some pertinent information you need to know moving forward. Right? Now, let's talk about it. When it comes to gang stalking, we must understand the levels of this. Right? See, it's typically done because a person is trying to live a morally sound life, and the world as you know it is morally deprivated. So with that being said, when a person is actually pursuing true knowledge and taking their initial steps towards spirituality, a lot of the times that demands attention from cowards, from devils, because these devils, they are basically disturbed by your existence. They are disturbed by your existence because you're trying to walk the righteous path, even if you're just attempting. And now what I want to talk about is how single women are the biggest targets of this, because you got to understand that gang stalkers are cowards. A lot of the times they're involved in occult circles. A lot of the times they're involved in Freemasonry or fraternal orders, and they're cowards. They operate in secrecy. So what they end up doing is targeting who they perceive to be vulnerable. They target who they perceive to be vulnerable. And without a man in the picture, without a man that has masculinity or spiritual fortitude in the picture, that leaves that woman with no protection. Even though that woman is waking up culturally, even though that woman is reading her scriptures, even though that woman is seeking the face of the Most High, that actually makes her more vulnerable than ever, because guess what? She is like shining like a light bulb in a room full of darkness. That makes her more vulnerable because, listen, they see that there's no protection there. They see that this woman is becoming a woman of truth, a woman of valor. And women already radiate beauty. Women already radiate beauty. So them waking up and being enlightened, and there's no protection there, you got to understand that the people around you, they're watching you, ladies. There was an astounding number last year, 2019, of missing women and children. Now, I'm not going to speculate on the number because the number changed, because I believe the number is pretty much countless. So it was an astounding number of missing women and children last year, especially in the urban community. Especially in the urban community. Now, you got to wrap your minds around that. These cowards are going to go after who's most vulnerable. They're going to go after who's most vulnerable. And without that man there, you're going to have an issue. And I'm talking about a spiritual man, because ladies, let me put it out here. Let me put it out here for you to understand. If you go out there and go get you a superficial, materialistic guy, a man that's just emotional, unstable, he's all about superficial nonsense, you might as well be by your damn self, because we battle not against flesh and blood, but wickedness and principalities. If you're going to go get a man, you got to get a man who has spiritual fortitude, because you're dealing with people who are in occult circles. You're dealing with people who utilize magic, witchcraft, sorcery. If that man doesn't have any spiritual direction, you better off by your damn self. So when I'm saying get a good man, get a righteous man that's seeking the Most High. All right? There's a movie, right? This movie is called Rosemary's Baby. The movie's called Rosemary's Baby. It's a prime example how a woman can wed a man who is a demon. I'm talking about who is involved in community harassment, neighborhood mobbing. See, ladies, just because a man says he's spiritual, don't mean he of the Most High God. A man can be spiritual all he want. Listen, demons are spiritual, all right? Devils are spiritual. So just because a man say he's spiritual, that don't mean a damn thing. He could be the one who actually placed the mark on you. He could be the one that put the mark on you and had a whole damn community on you because you did something that he didn't want you to do. See, these people exercise control. A lot of people in these Freemason lodges, they talk about manipulation. They read from the 48 laws of power, how to control, manipulate, and dissect a person's mind. They operate in psychology. They'll be the same man that send you to the psychologist, that get you the prescription pills, that keep you isolated, that keep your conscience deprivated, so you won't wake up. I mean, there's people out here. So when I say find a good man, I mean a man who's seeking the Most High, a man who is not superficial in his ways, because this is a spiritual battle. Ladies and gentlemen, this is spiritual right here. And I know, the world has done a bang-up job ramming us all. The women believe that they could be self-sufficient, so to speak. I know, I get it, ladies. The battle of the sexes has done a bang-up job on us, right? I get it. You feel like you could do bad all by yourself, right? I get it. I get that. I understand that. But listen, ladies, if you already a victim of community harassment, neighborhood mobbing, if you already feel you're being watched, what do you think the next step is? What do you think the next step is? Let me explain something to you. Serial killers watch their prey. Before a serial killer snatch a girl up, snatch a person up, they watch their prey. Pedophiles watch their prey before they make a move. We're talking about you're dealing with some sick-minded individuals. So if you're going through gang stalking, just know how serious it is. And some people say, but look, You know, you're causing fear and blah, blah, blah. No, I'm expressing to you how serious this is. I'm expressing to you how serious this is. On my community section, I shared a video. This video was aired on ABC News 3 years ago. It was a woman, rather attractive woman, had her head wrapped up. She looked to be conscious, very articulate, well-spoken lady, single mother, was a victim of community harassment. She had the news coming to her home. These people literally implanted a camera in her home. They put a camera in her home, y'all. I'm talking about this lady was literally being harassed. Her windows were being left open. Her household items were being removed from her home. They were gaslighting her, right? And the news covered this 3 years ago, ABC News. If you haven't seen that clip, go to my community section and watch it. And I've received various emails. What made me even start researching this is because a lot of people email me regarding this. There's a lot of women going through this more than men. There's a lot more women who are suffering from gang stalking than men, because that shows you the cowards that we dealing with. And contrary to popular belief, I love women. I know a lot of people, they deem me as misogynist and sexist and all these things. On the contrary, I was raised by a quote unquote single mother. So I can definitely empathize with a woman who got to get up and take care of her children by herself and do all of these things. I could definitely empathize with that. So a lot of the times as men, we got to speak up for our women, because the battle of the sexes is not really creating any solutions within our community, because it's an all-out war against us as a whole. It's an all-out war against us as a whole. So I don't really get involved in that too much. But ladies, you got to understand, it's important to have a righteous man in your corner, because this is a spiritual battle. A man acts as their hedge of protection. See, it's in our physical DNA. It's in our being to protect you. Woman, you are like our prized property. Like you are our prized property, excuse me. It's in our DNA to protect you, women and children. So all of that battle of the sexes, men ain't this and women ain't that. Listen, I ain't with all of that. And that's just is what it is. And we gotta, ladies, you gotta understand the importance of staying safe. Listen, get into the kickboxing class. Practice your Second Amendment. Go get you a gun. Go to the gun range. Shoot that gun. Learn how to shoot. Carry a knife on you. Carry mace on you. Seriously. Be ready. Brothers out there, men out there who have families. If somebody enters your home, men, if your women are in jeopardy, if your children are in jeopardy, you do whatever it takes. I don't give a damn how messy it gets. I don't care how messy it gets. I don't care how much gore and blood. I don't care. You do whatever it takes to protect your family. Whatever it takes. And that's just what it is. And because it's that real, and this is not about promoting fear. Let me make this clear. This is not about promoting fear. This is about promoting awareness. Because you cannot sit up here and tell me that all of these missing women and children are possible when you live in a surveillance state. You live in a surveillance state. It's a camera on every damn corner. It's a camera outside of Walmart. People getting snatched up, but you can see people stealing, but you can't see these people getting snatched up. Every car got a tracking system. Every phone is a tracking device. And you telling me that all these missing women and children are possible without nobody getting caught? No. This is happening on a federal level. And that's from what I see. That's my theory of it. Let me make that clear. My theory is that this is happening on a federal level because it's way too damn organized for all these missing women and children without nobody knowing what the hell's going on. So, ladies, we got to get out of that mentality. I want y'all to just get out of that mentality of you don't need no man. And I know it's rough out here. I know that it's not easy. Listen, there are 10 female children born to every one male child. There are 10 female children born to every one male child. And yes, I'm pro polygyny. That's another topic for another day. But ladies, if you have men in your family, if you have men in your family that live near you, in your city, live near them. Live near them. Move near your uncles, your father. Don't just go off in cities and go chase your dreams by yourself. It's just not the current climate that you can do such things. You can't live this world thinking you could be a single woman out here and just survive and maintain without having that man there to protect you. So that's just something I wanted to point out because single women are the biggest marks when it comes to community harassment. Hands down, flat out. And, you know, fellas, we got to protect our women and children. And hopefully this video really promoted some awareness. So fellas out there, ladies out there, please share this video because we need to know what's going on within this country we live in because people are getting stripped from their civil liberties right underneath their noses. All right? And, you know, something got to change. Something's got to give. Later on tomorrow or later on today, I will be doing a motivational talk as well. This video was on my mind and I had to speak on it. But you'll be seeing more material very soon. I'd like to thank y'all for tuning into this live stream. Hopefully y'all have a blessed day. Stay safe out there. Thank y'all for viewing. With that being said, shalom and peace.